When God speaks in covenant. When he says a thing, whatever he says becomes a law. This Rapha nature further confirms healing in the Old Testament, and especially because even Jesus, God made flesh, the largest part of his ministry was healing. The close of his ministry consummated in salvation, but the larger part of Jesus' ministry was healing. In addition, God has many promises in the area of healing for us. Therefore, these promises gives us a firm basis for our faith in God's word, our faith in the life of Christ that is at work in us, and our faith in the revelation called Rapha. Let me show you who Rapha is now. While they left Egypt, 3 days into the journey, they were thirsty and they wanted water. And they began to talk to this man. He said, please, we want water. Give us water. 3 days in the wilderness. That's such a tough thing to do. So they got to Mara. They finally found water at Mara. But the name of the water tells you what to expect. As they got close to the water, they tasted it and it was bitter. So they couldn't drink it. Egypt typified salvation for them, deliverance for them, like it is for us. But many times, even when you are saved and your Christian faith begins, sometimes in your life you get hurt, you get to Mara. Because salvation does not promise you sweet water. It only promises you that bitter water can be turned sweet. This man could hear God, and they cried. After they complained, Moses went to God and he spoke to God, and God said to Moses, look at that tree. I began to imagine why many people who were thirsty in the past walked by that same river and could not figure that the solution to making that bitter water become sweet was a tree close by. Just because they couldn't hear God. That many times, the solution to the problem in your life is just by your problem. The problem is that you couldn't just hear God clearly. Then Moses cut a part of the tree, put it in the water, and the water became sweet. By sweet, it became tasteless, odorless, colorless, good for drinking. That's what sweet means here. Or like sweet like chocolate. So they drank. Follow me carefully. I want you to read verse 25 now. You will see that it was the text clearly. Read. And said, what did he say? If you diligently heed the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his sight, give ear to his commandment and keep all his statutes, I will put none of the disease on you which I have brought on the Egyptian. For I am the Lord who what? Raphas you. I am the Lord who raphas you. I am the Lord that heals you. I want to ask you a question. Did they keep his commandments and statutes? No. Did he bring the plague of Egypt on them? No. We told you that it was a test. He didn't put it on them. There's no account in the Bible. Did they reap the harvest of their disobedience? Yes, many times. They reaped it. In Numbers, right? They disobeyed God. Didn't they reap harvest? They reaped the harvest. But was that harvest the plague of Egypt? No. Then the Lord said to them, I am the Lord who what? Heals you. Wait. At this point, has he healed them? No. He had not healed them. They were not sick. But he healed their water. How did he heal their water? What did he do? He conducted a lab test through his servant. And the lab test said the water was bitter. And after conducting the lab test, to find out the water was bitter, he prescribed the solution to the water. And he told the servant to put it there. That job is the job of a doctor, a physician. So the first revelation of Rapha is that I am your physician. I'm the one that checks your vitals and prescribes the solution to your problem. Not healing. Not I'm the one that lays hands on you, and the disease leaves. No. So the revelation of Rapha, number one, is prophetic. How is it prophetic? It's prophetic in that God will look at you, decipher the problem, and tells you what to do to bring the solution. So the revelation of Rapha, you have taught is that God heals me. It's God that heals me. Say, Lord, you are my healer, heal me. No. That's just one of the dimensions of Rapha. The first dimension of Rapha, the first revelation of Rapha is prophetic. It deciphers the problem and it tells you the solution to the problem. So when I say I am Rapha, it's saying I am your physician. A physician does not heal you. I hope you know, like heal you. Any of a doctor healed you before? No. But they heal you. How do they heal you? They do tests and they prescribe what? The solution. And that was the first thing God did to them. He said, I am Rapha. I am your physician. Jehovah is Rapha. He is my physician. It prescribes this. It looks at it. It looks at the problem and it tells me the solution.